So you guys can see, right? You guys can see what's going on, right? This is normal. All right, Clue Classic. Let's play. Let's play. I love the screaming. Oh wait. Should I have a name? I guess the closest character for purple is Professor Plum, but I don't want to be Professor Plum. He's a pervert. So Mrs. Violet could do that. Miss Salt. Well, there already is a Miss Scarlet. And I like purple, so we'll do that. Wow, achievements. You know that this was... I'm a cadet. You know this was more recent. Full screen mode on. Music is actually not that loud. For once. I might boost it. A little bit. Hey, Anime Love. You missed Rugrats. We're now playing Clue Classic. Well, looks like this is going to be a long night. Tudor Mansion, the scene of the crime. Oh, Inspector Brown. Thank goodness you're here. The road is washed out. You'll have to spend the night. We were all here enjoying the evening. Everyone was in good spirits considering the weather. The storm worsened and knocked out the power. Everything was dark. You couldn't tell what was going on. Well, there's Colonel Mustard. The next time I saw Mr. Body, he was dead. Oh, I thought they were going to say he was a body, which would have been funnier, but... It's your chance to solve the murder. I will now show you how to set up a game, and later you will do it yourself. You will use this first folder on the left to choose your own suspect character. You can choose any of the 6 suspects to play as. Alright. We should do the tutorial. I don't know what I'm doing. You must play against at least 2 other suspects. Use the next 2 folders to set up 2 additional suspects. You can select the characters and difficulty for each one. Okay. Click any of the remaining folders to add up to 3 optional opponents. Okay. So... Oh, we defaulted to Miss Scarlet. Well, this is confusing, isn't it? I guess we'll be Miss Scarlet. And we can play against Professor Plum. Mr. Green. He looks like he's from The Incredibles. We'll play against Professor Plum, Mr. Green, and Colonel Mustard. How about that? Mr. Green is handsome, Squidward. Yeah, Mr. Green got some jaw implants. He's mewling. Okay, we'll start on rookie. Oh, confidential. Your objective: use the process of elimination to determine which 3 cards are in the confidential case file envelope. The 3 cards reveal who done it, where, and with what weapon. All right, so we got the conservatory, the lounge, me, Mrs. Peacock, and the kitchen. You've been dealt these clue cards. Click the cards button to review them at any time. All 21 cards are listed in your notebook, but the ones in your hand are marked with padlocks. Since you have these cards, they cannot be part of the crime and therefore cannot be in the confidential envelope. Correct. So, well, we know it wasn't me. It's always good to cross yourself off the suspect list. Always find it funny when your character is the one who did it, but you have no idea how or where you did it. It was Kita in the kitchen with the lead pipe. It wasn't. Pond, I have an alibi, clearly. It wasn't me. I know that it wasn't me. How dare you? Yeah, and it would have been with a fish if I had done it, so... What now? All right, roll dice. Oh, look at my little sprite. You rolled a 10. After rolling the dice, you can move to any room or square on the board that is highlighted. Try to reach a room on every turn so you can make as many suggestions as possible. Can do. I'm going to go for the dining room because we already did the lounge. It's in our hand, so we know it's not that. Oh, the door opened. When you enter a room, you must make a suggestion as to who done it and with what weapon. Select a suspect and weapon to add to the room you're in. When you're finished, click Make Suggestion. Oh, look at my little cursor. I'm assuming it changes based on what character you are, because she has, like, the little red glove. That's a nice touch. To see if other players have any of the cards you suggested, carefully craft your suggestion to find out which cards other players do and don't have. By process of elimination, you will eventually be able to deduce which 3 cards are in the confidential envelope. Well, what if they lie? I suggest the crime was committed in the dining room by Mewling Squidward. Mr. Green, look at him looking shifty. With, well, we don't really know anything about the weapons yet. With the candlestick. How about that? That's right. Mr. Green in the dining room with the candlestick. When you make a suggestion, the other players in turn try to disprove it. If a player has a card from your suggestion, that player must show it to you. And the prove round ends. If a player shows you a card, that card cannot be in the confidential envelope. Yeah. Eliminate this card in your notebook by clicking the checkoff box until you see a red X. Okay. If you're sure you've identified a card in the confidential envelope, click the check off box in the notebook next to the card name until you see the green check mark indicating this is a guilty card. Okay. It was you in the bedroom with a pillow. Okay, well, Colonel Mustard over here says he has the dining room card. So, I guess it was the dining room. What if I just make an accusation? I'm like, well, I still think it was you. All right, Colonel Mustard's gonna go. Are we all in there? Oh, no, he's in the hallway. Okay. Are you gonna make a suggestion, Colonel? Oh, I guess he can't. He's in the hallway, isn't he? Mr. Green, I was moved to the dining room and I have decided to make a suggestion. Okay. Me? Fuck you. He's just getting back at me because I picked him. When a suggestion is made by another player, you and the remaining players in turn must try to disprove it. If someone has a card from the suggestion, they must show it to the suggesting player only. And the prove round ends. Click select a card when it's your turn to select a card from your hand to show. You can make additional notes in your notebook, such as who did or did not show you a card. Oh. Mustard. I think he showed us this card, right? Is that correct? He did. Great. I've shown a card to Mr. Green. Oh. Well, I feel like he might have shown him the candlestick because we have our card. So he can't have shown us that. So, candlestick. Maybe plum. Maybe plum. Yeah, it's not me. The dining room, you would think Mustard would have to show. Which maybe he did, or he hasn't done that yet. But I'm thinking maybe Plum might have shown the candlestick. Because, like, he had the dining room, right? Yeah, so then this has to not be. Yeah, he only showed the dining room to me, but he still has it. So that means Plum has to have the candlestick. Plum! Yeah. Alright. Look at this. What is this? What's going on here? He looks like Gru from Despicable Me decided to undergo plastic surgery. Mr. Green, if that's your real name. Mr. Squidward. All right. Snake Eyes. Honestly, I forgot this man was here. Well, we know it's not the kitchen. I guess we can try for the ballroom, so we'll go that way. Why are we traveling by candlelight? It's a great question. Is he just carrying around the wrench? That's sus. I suggest the crime was committed in the hall by Mrs. Peacock with the candlestick. Well, we have Mrs. Peacock. Mr. Green showed a card to Colonel Mustard. So that's probably the hall then. Because we have Mrs. Peacock, and we're pretty sure that Plum has the candlestick. Yeah. I like their little sprites moving along the board. That's fun. Yeah, they're all on rookie mode. He, for some reason, looks like the Joker to me from fun. He's giving Joker energy. Alright, let's go to the ballroom. I'm going to accuse Professor Plum. Look at their shocked faces when you pick them. Professor Plum with the knife in the ballroom. I have the Professor Plum card. Okay. That's it, though. So no one showed the knife. Is there another? Yeah, I'm gonna put a question. And also ballroom question. You only get one card around, I think. Is it only one card, or is it that if somebody has two cards, they can choose which one to show you? I've shown a card to Colonel Mustard. Okay, library, Mr. Green, wrench. Green has one of those. Is there another icon, or is it just these three? Just those three. Maybe. If they have two cards, they can choose, but only one person has to, you think? I thought everybody did. If they had it. I thought if you had any, you had to show. Wrench. Library. I like the little typewriter sound. Is it only one person? How would you go about choosing which person, though? Who would show you stuff? I was moved to the library and I've decided to make a suggestion, okay? You go in order? Oh, okay. So I guess it is just one. Oh, wait. I've shown a card to Mr. Green. So... That could mean he has muster, but I don't know. The game is afoot. People keep guessing the library and the wrench, which makes me sus. I think I will... do that. Okay. Watson, lend me a mind palace. Mrs. Peacock in the conservatory with the knife. Ugh, I guess I have to show Miss Peacock. I'll show the conservatory. Can I not go down to the next space? Chode to plum. I guess the billiard room is where we want to go. Play some pool. Oh, it gives me the little icons up here. So because I marked him off, it does that. That's nice. You can show them the same card over and over, so when you're trying to figure out the person or weapon, you'll want to do it in a room you own, so they can't repeat shit. Let's keep accusing Green. I mean, look at him. He murdered someone. He definitely murdered someone. I mean, we don't know. We still don't know if it was the knife. Why not? Oh, you have your own card. Convenient, Mr. Green. Convenient. My mind palace is ruined. Well, it's either Plum or Mrs. White, so we've almost got that. Or not Plum, I mean Colonel Mustard or Mrs. White. Okay, so Mr. Green either has the billiard room or the knife, because we have Mrs. Peacock. Oh, wait. Okay, so he had the hall, so he can't have the billiard room. Because you only get 3 cards, right? You get 1 of each? Or no, that's not right. I'm dumb. 3, you get 3 to suggest. You get a bunch of cards. Never mind, I lied. So he could have the billiard room. Okay, so he could have that or the knife. He just doesn't have Peacock. Okay. Are we all just hanging out in the same room? Me in the library with the revolver. Wasn't me, bitch. So we know that Plum might have the library. Plum might have the revolver. He's taking the secret passage to the lounge. Did he come up out of the floor? Okay, Colonel Mustard. With the rope. In the lounge. Well, we know it's not in the lounge, right? That's one we have. Yeah. Dang it. Have to show the lounge. You were moved to the library by another player. I was? I'll make a suggestion. Colonel Mustard in the library. With the knife. We still don't know. Okay, so we all have our own cards. I guess that makes sense. Unless there's an unreliable narrator. He has the Colonel Mustard card. So it was Mrs. White, who's not even here. That bitch. Okay. Well, we know it was her. So that's a good step forward. So now we want to start accusing Mrs. Peacock because I have that card. I was moved to the library and I've decided to make a suggestion. So we know Mrs. White did it and she's just sitting down somewhere sipping tea all confident. She got away with it off screen pretty much. Yeah. Agreed, Umbreons. Okay. He has a card. Library. Yeah, so that's what we knew. He has either the library or the wrench. He could have both. Who knows? Why do we all end up in the same room? This is such... Somebody needs to make this their profile picture. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, every time you get accused, you go to the spot, right? Listen, I'm in the Clue fandom as in the movie. I've rarely played the game. Kat and I played a more modern version of this game on Steam, which was pretty good. We enjoyed that, and it had like different boards and stuff, different like characters. But I really haven't played Clue that often. The board game or video game adaptations. I've just seen the movie a million times. And I've seen the stage play, which was very good, and I would recommend it. He accused himself? What the hell? Accusing yourself is the power move. Yeah, he's so fucking smug. Okay, so we know that Mustard has Plum. He could have the revolver or the he could have shown him the dining room as well, because he has that. I mean, I guess. I don't think he has the revolver, but maybe. Finally, it's my turn. Finally. Me. Let's go to the study. Okay, so we're gonna pick Mrs. Peacock because we know she didn't do it. And we still don't know about the knife, so let's see. Green has the knife. And look, my note says maybe green. Well, I was right. Okay. So we know it wasn't that. So I guess we'll go to the revolver next. Each character only has 5 cards, so once they're labeled for 5 things, they have nothing left. Yeah, green we have labeled for 3 so far. Okay, green might have the billiard. Oh, he has to, because we have Peacock and Plum had the candlestick, so he has to have the billiard room. Green. Yeah, we've eliminated a room. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4. Green only has 1 more card. Because we figured out 4 of his cards so far. Instead of competing and trying to be the winner, this murder would be solved a lot faster if everyone cooperated. Yeah, but, you know, you want to be the best detective ever, the master detective. Plum. Okay, well, not me. Ballroom or revolver? I guess ballroom, maybe Plum. Okay. He might... I can't get over Green's creep face. It's not about finding the murder. It's about having fun. It's about a hobby, okay? You're moved to the ballroom by another player. I'll make a suggestion in here. I'm down for that. Ugh. Alright, revolver in the ballroom. Okay, Mustard has the revolver card. Whoa. There we go. So we've eliminated 3 weapons. So that means Plum probably has the ballroom. Probably. Yeah, we have 4 of Mustard's cards. The study is looking like the likely location. Also, the study, nobody really has been asking about it. Okay, Plum. It's hard to say if Plum showed the candlestick or the library, but we already have both of those marked, so. It says green doesn't have a card to show, which means that green could not have had the library. Yeah. So. Probably Plum has the library. Oops, I forgot to make this blue. Now, why do you think I did it? What makes you think I committed this crime? Okay, so Plum does not have the rope or the conservatory, which, yeah, I have that, so. Nobody's getting anything from you because they have to check with the others first. Okay, Plum doesn't have the rope. That's my note. Well, we already know about these. Oh, man. You're getting dragged everywhere? I am. Showed. Plum. Hi, Mika. This is Clue. This is Clue Classic. It was from 2009, apparently, though, so it's a little bit more recent than I thought. There have been a lot of Clue games over the years. You're moved to the kitchen. I don't want to be in the kitchen. Where does the secret passage go? Let's go through the secret passage. Kita killed someone again. You can't prove shit. How dare you? How dare you? Okay. How about the rope? Mrs. Peacock with the rope in the study. Alright, well, Musty has the rope card. Narrowing it down. There's only 2 left. Also, that was Colonel Mustard's last card, right? So he has himself, Professor Plum, the revolver, the rope, and the dining room. Mr. Green going through the secret passage. Man, he is trying it. Okay, Plum didn't have... Oh, yeah, I have the lounge. And me. Oh, no, that wasn't Mustard. Hold on. Green. Everybody's just jumping into the secret passages. How do they even know they're there? Okay, so Mustard showed the rope. Likely. You were moved to the lounge. I don't really want to go to either of those places. I'm going to roll. Well, I'm going to go to the hall to try to get closer to the study. My mind palace in tatters. Okay. I mean, we don't have the room for sure, but it's likely the study. I think it's the pipe, though. I think the pipe is probably the weapon. Yeah, well, you're fucking useless, Mr. Green. I'm gonna try to get to the study. We might be able to try, but we don't know for sure about the wrench, which is the only thing. Who's your favorite in the movie? Mrs. White. Names on the side of my face. Green doesn't have the library or the lead pipe. Plum probably has the library. She was your fave too? I mean, the whole cast was pretty iconic. Everybody did a great job in their roles. It's a solid ensemble for sure. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to see the stage show, it's very good. Hold on. If I showed Plum... Yeah, I even have an emote, Mika. I would like to go to the study. I think I'm gonna go for the wrench. Because I don't think anyone's gonna have this study. I want to see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Plum. It was the lead pipe. All right, let's make our accusation. To win Clue Classic, you must make an accusation and correctly name the 3 cards in the confidential envelope. Beware, if you're incorrect, you'll be returned to your start space and forced to sit out a turn. Oh, that's not as bad as I thought. I thought you just, like, lost totally. I thought you lost completely. Look at their faces. Ah, me. Oh. It was Mrs. White, who's not even here. In the study. With the lead pipe. In the normal game you lose? Okay, I was gonna say. Oh man, we have a reenactment. Guilty! Hooray, she went to jail. Oh, I'm awarded the Miss Scarlet Medal for solving a case as Miss Scarlet. You've solved your first case. You've been awarded the Rookie Badge. Yay! Compare notes. Here you can view the other player's notes. Oh my gosh. And look in their notebooks. I love that they put their full name. Professor Plum showed me this card. Hell yeah. Okay, we can skip the movie because we already saw it. All right. So I guess we'll put them on medium. Why don't we be Mrs. White this time? You know, we're gonna leave Professor Plum as the rookie. He's the pervert, so he gets to be on rookie difficulty. A full you want to do the full roster? All right. And we're putting Colonel Mustard on a rookie. He just gives that vibe. No, Professor Plum in the movie is a pervert. We never did show that we were innocent. No, I was determined not to. Okay. Are you ready? Full roster. Wait, they got my fingerprints. Colonel Mustard probably just enjoys shooting endangered species. Actually, he sold Air Force radio parts. He stole them and he sold them. He was a war profiteer. That's why he was being blackmailed. Use the process of elimination to determine which 3 cards. Yep. Thanks, man. Alright, we only get 3 cards this time. Jesus, look at that. Look at her face. She definitely... I think she had the buccal fat removal. Miss Scarlet will start. So we have the revolver, the conservatory, and the billiard room. I like seeing them standing off to the side. Oh, look, we have a different cursor now because we're a different character. I thought that's how it would work. That's cool. Mrs. Peacock in the lounge with the rope. Hmm. Okay. So, Mrs. Peacock. So Mustard doesn't have that. Or the lounge. He doesn't have the rope either. Okay. So yeah, he doesn't have the Mrs. Peacock card or the rope or the lounge. I don't have any of those. But Mr. Green might have. Okay. Mr. Green might have Mrs. Peacock or the rope or the lounge. Yeah, we gotta take our detailed notes. Isn't this a nice game to play as we're about to get a snowstorm? Just a cozy Clue game. This version's pretty good. I mean, granted, I haven't really come across like a bad version of Clue. I remember I really like the Game of Life on PS1, and the PC version is basically the same. But the Steam version is not as good. It's kind of crappy in comparison. It's going to confuse me that we're not Miss Scarlet anymore, but I wanted to get a different achievement. Who's peering over? Okay. We're here. I guess we'll go in the ballroom. Can we go in the ballroom? Detective pervert. Anything mystery or dark academia during any storm is right, Mika? I guess we'll be here. She's like, ugh. Like, we can't go through this door? Maybe we can. Maybe we didn't have enough. All right, Miss Peacock going through the secret passage. Miss Scarlet with the wrench. Oh, shit. Well, damn. Plum right away. All right, so Plum does not have conservatory because I do. Plum might have Miss Scarlet. Maybe Plum. Or the wrench. Maybe Plum. Not the conservatory. I love their bitch faces. Everybody's always just taking every secret passage. Although, to be fair, if I were in this situation, I would too be taking the secret passage every time. What the fuck? Why are you accusing me? I didn't do it, probably. Interesting. Okay, so... The lounge, I don't have it. Mustard and green don't... No, maybe green. No? Can't be. So, might be the rope or Mrs. Peacock that he has. But for the lounge, green And mustard don't have it, and we obviously don't. Maybe peacock. You know what? I'm gonna simplify this. Green and mustard, no. Okay, Mrs. White, me. Maybe peacock. Mustard and green, no. Or the rope. It was everyone? Well, that is one of the endings. Ember's laying on the floor chewing on Squidward. Okay. Done. Jeez. Colonel Mustard sort of looks like a buff version of Jane's dad in Tarzan. And why is everyone accusing me? Stop it. Okay, well, this is like the same thing, right? So she has one of these. That's a deep cut. Well... Time to go full chat and accuse ourselves. It's like we have to know that it wasn't us. Imagine if it was. She's out here doing all of the... No, I don't want to be in the conservatory. I'm in the lounge. I guess. You know... Why not? Maybe it was us with the knife. Oh, that would be the second murder she's committed. She already committed one once. Okay, hold on. So... I wonder then if Peacock has the rope, because she doesn't have the lounge or me. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. So we know that... Okay, so Plum has this card. So it wasn't us. That is good to know. That we didn't commit this murder. I feel a little bit better about that. So Peacock doesn't have the... lounge card. So yeah, I guess she has to have the rope then. From our detailed notes. Peacock! Okay. Imagine I just went ham and like just made a full ass accusation right now. I was just like, yep, I have the information. I could solve this crime right now. Okay. So Peacock does not. Okay, well, we have the conservatory. So Peacock doesn't have the knife. No, Peacock. Cockle. Doesn't have the knife. We know she doesn't have Mrs. White because Plum does. So Plum probably showed Mrs. White then. Yeah, he had to have. I mean, I guess if he has the knife, he could have shown that, but he probably showed Mrs. White. Peacockle! Hi, honey. Hi. Hi. See how she tilts her head? Well, I don't know if you can really see that, but it's very cute. I don't know why she does it. Hi. What are you doing? Are you gonna chill? Are you gonna chill? Yes. Oh, so Plum. We know he doesn't have the lounge, so he might have Mr. Green or the candlestick. Do you like my beautiful notes? Do these make sense? So Miss Scarlet might have the library or Professor Plum. Not the revolver, though. So either the library or Professor Plum. So did Colonel Mustard do it? It wasn't me. Stop asking. Just because of the last murder. Being singled out. Okay, so Colonel Mustard does not have Mrs. White. So Colonel Mustard... Oh, I have the conservatory. So Mustard has the candlestick. Nice. So we're getting closer on the weapon. At least. I wonder if the ending changes if you accuse yourself and win. I have no idea. That would be kind of funny. I do have a card to show here. Look at it. So I'm showing Colonel Mustard the conservatory. Showed Mustard. A weird phrase. Okay. You were moved to the conservatory by another player. Would you like to? Yeah, I'll go through the secret passage. I just keep getting moved. All right, Mustard. With the knife. So. Okay. So Peacock and Mustard do not have, or no, Peacock and Green. Oops. Okay. So they do not have the Colonel Mustard card. Or the knife. No, I keep putting the wrong one. Okay. Mr. Green nor Peacock have the knife. Plum has the lounge. So I guess there's that. All right, Mr. Green. Miss Scarlet with the revolver. Jeez. Okay, well, I have the conservatory, so... But Miss Scarlet... Peacock, Plum, nor Scarlet has. So maybe Mustard? Do we know that for sure? Oh, do we have the revolver? Hold on, let me look at that. Oh yeah, we do have the revolver. So yeah, Mustard has to have her. We almost know his whole hand. Because, yeah, we have the revolver and then we have the conservatory. All right. Man, they keep guessing all of those. For some reason. Okay, yeah, so he showed Miss Scarlet. Okay. We learned nothing. Good job. I also have the billiard room and the revolver. So we still know that Colonel Mustard has Miss Scarlet. We have learned nothing. I wish you guys would be more helpful. Okay, so Mustard does not have... We have the billiard room. Mustard does not have Mr. Green. And he doesn't have the wrench. Billiard room. We showed Miss Scarlet. Professor Plum in the lounge with the wrench. Emmy, why are you staring at me? Okay, so we know that Plum has the lounge. So Peacock might have Professor Plum. Maybe Scarlet. Peacock. Wrench. I'm gonna do it this way. This reads like a dinner order. I know it does. That is what she's doing. Well, okay, she laid her head down, but she was staring at me. Oh my god, she's going back to the conservatory. I'm gonna roll the dice. Going to the dining room. In this version, she's like the maid, right? In a lot of the game versions, I think. Alright, Colonel Mustard. The lead pipe. I hope not, Splinter. Interesting. So, Mustard has the dining room card. He cannot have the lead pipe. So, this means it has to be the lead pipe, right? Because we know what he has. He has Miss Scarlet, the candlestick, and the dining room. So, nobody has the lead pipe. So it has to be that. This is like probably. Probably. And nobody had him either. So he's the murderer. I mean, what a sick round we just had. So I mean, probably. Yeah, I can't really think of any other situation where that wouldn't be correct, but, you know. Just to cover my own ass. Alright, so we just gotta figure out what room it was. Sick. So, unfortunately, we don't have anyone to accuse. We don't have any of those cards. So I guess we just have to keep accusing him. And then we can use the revolver because we have it. You probably answered this. Why did she call Mrs. Violet? Because I wanted a purple name. That's me. Because she's violent. This is Plum. We showed Mustard the conservatory. Alright, I guess we'll show him too. Oh, this isn't helpful. We know it's not in the lounge. Eco. So green could have the wrench. I mean, I guess I don't need to make... And one of them has these. But if we did... If we were able to narrow it down, we would be able to... I guess... figure out their hands, so it might still help to take notes. Okay. Oh, the hall is down there. It's the ballroom. We're so close. I guess we'll go there. Mm-hmm. That's because... Mustard, plum, green. The conservatory. Oh, they're all figuring it out. Why would you... Didn't he just guess the same thing? I'm showing everyone now. I know, I'm trying to get there. Well, we figured it out first, so they can fuck off. That's what I think. I'm trying to get to the ballroom. Oh, maybe she'll get there first. We'll see. Okay, let's see. Okay, so ballroom. Maybe plum. Can't be anyone else. Wrench. Maybe plum. Can't be anyone else. So, okay. So we know he has Mrs. White. He has the lounge. So he either has the ballroom or the wrench. He's accusing himself, as you do. Okay, well, you're gonna get the same result. And we are at the same point. Oh my goodness. I'm going to the kitchen. Get away from you losers. Okay. So, I mean, we know he did it. I'm gonna pick the revolver because I have it. So, hopefully, you know, if somebody has the kitchen, we'll find out. Okay, Scarlett's got the kitchens. I suppose if we go over to the ballroom, we could do that, and if it's not that, then we know that he has the wrench. I guess that'll be our next move. I don't think you win as a sleuth if you solve the crime you committed. I have such a big brain. Okay. I don't think it's the lounge, is it? No, Plum has the lounge. Oh, everyone's getting close. It's stressing me out. I didn't even put them on the highest difficulty either. And they're not all on medium. Some of them are on the lower one. I think 3 of them are on medium. I think I have both of these, don't I? Yeah. Okay, what did I show him before? I showed Scarlett the billiard room. I haven't shown anyone the revolver. So I guess I'll show him the billiard room. Plum might have the ballroom as he didn't go there. He might. Actually, yeah, it's gotta be. Hold on a second. Hold on. If no one else can have the wrench except for Plum, and we know that the lead pipe is the murder weapon, then that means he has to have the wrench. Right? Because no one else can have it. I think it... Because if it is the lead pipe, no one else could have the wrench. So I think it has to be... He has to have the wrench. And then it might be the ballroom. No, I'm rolling the dice. Put me in the ballroom. Put me in the ballroom. I need to know. Okay, Colonel Mustard. Revolver. Yeah, that's what I thought. Colonel Mustard in the ballroom. The lead pipe. Jail. Directly to jail. Yeah. Oh, we got another medal. You've won a 6-player game in 10 turns or less. Here's your Super Sleuth medal. Ha! Super Sleuth. I walk away for a second and you solved it. I did it. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Mr. Green didn't have this card. Mrs. Peacock didn't have this card. Professor Plum didn't have this card. Colonel Mustard didn't have this card. Mrs. White didn't have this. Well, I ran out of space, I guess. Yeah, get dunked on, losers. Okay, well, Professor Plum wasn't very good at this game, I guess. I think he was on the lower difficulty. He was a very big brain. So this means, I think, can we change our profile? Can I change it to Super Sleuth? What? Oh, you have to solve 3 cases to get the constable beat constable, patrol officer, sergeant, detective, inspector, and then chief inspector. You're doing 25 cases for that. My word. Oh, you get this inspector. You get this medal if you do it as every character. Plum's a moron. If we've learned anything from this game, it's that Plum is a fucking moron. Oh my goodness. I like this version of Clue. It's pretty good. We only did 2. I wonder how fast we could do it. We gotta be someone else. Can be Mrs. Peacock this time. Solve 2 cases. You got all the hard achievements and only need to play a lot? Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. No, we gotta get Squidward in here. Okay. Let's do it. I do love the idea of just like going into the game, making an accusation immediately and being correct. I just think that would be pretty fantastic. Oh man. Look at this creep. Oh, look at our little our nail polish. We only got one of the rooms, which sucks. But it is what it is. All right, Mr. Creep is going first. The conservatory I have. I'm gonna go this way then. We didn't do it. Isn't that good to know? I feel better that we didn't do it. Did no one was able to make an accusation yet? Because we're stuck in the hallway. What a huge hallway. He's just kicking over his face. Look at him, he's like, heh. Heh. Alright, let's go to the billiard room. Move it, Mr. Green. Okay. Mustard. With the knife. His smug creeping in the dark face is amazing. It is. Okay, Colonel Mustard card. Plum. Plum has that. Wolf Prince. Wow, asshole. How dare you? Oh, so he has the library. Because we have ourself and we also have the candlestick. So, Green has the library. Well, that's good. We can knock that out. Now we don't have to worry about it. I have literally all of these cards. I'll show you the conservatory. I legit forgot how to play Clue until this. Yeah, I was telling chat, I really haven't played Clue that much. I will use the secret passage. I forgot that you only get one card. Not everyone has to show you if they have one. Okay. Plum. Nice. Okay, so he has the lounge card. Plum. But you didn't clear your own name there, Plum, so you could have done it. Conservatory. Okay, well, we have the revolver. He has the lounge, though. We have to show the revolver. See, what if you just lied? So... No. I want to roll. We'll head towards the dining room. I don't know if I like this one better than the more modern version that Kat and I played, because that one I liked that it had different boards and different character designs, but at the same time, I kind of like the old style here, too. Okay, so he doesn't have the candlestick or Mrs. White, so he has to have the ballroom. So we're not doing too bad. Narrowing down the room. Plum is being helpful. Well, it's not Colonel Mustard. Have to show the rope. It's all we have. Yeah, you take that candle, you weirdo. Alright, to the dining room. Nice. Okay, so Plum... Green has the knife. Plum does not have dining room. No Plum. So you have to leave a room and come back to it to make an accusation. I can't just stay in this room, I don't think. Plum also doesn't have himself. No Plum. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, well, we have Mrs. White and we have the candlestick. So he has the dining room. Well, that's horrible. Okay, mustard. No, green! Mustard isn't here. I just accuse him for no... Why am I putting mustard? I meant green this whole time. I've just been putting mustard and no one called me on it. Look. They're morphing into the same man. It's like a yellow-green. I'm just putting whatever in my notes and chat's like, yeah, that sounds right. The point is, it's not the dining room. Could it be the study again? Ballroom. I could go up towards the kitchen. Actually, I want to go to the lounge and make an accusation and then try to go to the hall. I don't know if I'll just end up with him showing me the lounge again, but... Mr. Green with the pipe. They do look similar in this game. Oh, you fucker. This is why. Well, I'm gonna try to get to the hall. Okay. We've made it to the hall. Professor Plum with the lead pipe in the hall. Okay, so... he has the lead pipe. Green, not mustard. So that means the weapon was the wrench. And it also means Plum does not have himself, which we knew, and he doesn't have the hall. Mrs. White with the candlestick. Pause. So I think it was the hall because Plum doesn't have the hall and neither does Green. So it's got to be the hall, yeah? Almost. I'll show him the candlestick, I guess. So we just need to figure out who it is. We'll guess the candlestick and... I'll try Miss Scarlet. It's probably gonna be like, I have the study. Ah! Alright, Plum has Miss Scarlet. So we only have 2 suspects left. It was one of them! And they're here trying to solve the crime somehow. Well, that'll be Knives Out 4. The murderer will be Benoit. Does someone have the Mr. Green card? He has to have the Mr. Green card. Because we know the weapon is the wrench. And we know that it's the hall. So... it has to be Professor Plum. Although, I'm worried he's getting close. Plum. With the wrench. In the hall. That's right. Gasp. Professor Plum with the wrench in the hall. There he is. Jail. Directly to jail. Guilty. Oh, we got the Mrs. Peacock medal. Ah, and we've been promoted to a beat constable. Sick. Alright, another case solved by me, Mrs. Violet. Amazing. Well, it's all past 11. So I think I'm going to call it here, but had a good time playing through Clue. We got 3 cases solved. Did a great job. Chat helped. Double jail for murder and being a pervert. That's right, Tim. Double jail.